Today I'm making pecan chocolate chip cookies, and here are the ingredients that we need. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 cups of Hershey's chocolate chips. We need 1 cup of all vegetable shortening, 2 eggs. I've got 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, a half a cup of white sugar. I have a generous amount of pecans here. That's a half a cup, but I'm using, a heaping cup here. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. All right, I have my shortening and I have my brown sugar. I've already put this in the bowl just to save a little bit of time. I'm going to take my white sugar and get that in there as well. And the first thing we need to do is cream this up. So I'm going to cream this up and I'll be back when it's finished. Alrighty, so I've been doing this for about a minute and that's pretty good here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get my first egg in. At this moment too, what you can do is you can preheat your oven to 375 degrees. That's 190 degrees Celsius. Alright, I'll get my second egg in. That's our second and final egg. And I'll pop our vanilla in. So just combine this really well. Alright, so that's nice and done. So our next step is to get our flour, our baking soda, and our salt. So we're just going to mix that together and we're going to start putting that into the creamed ingredients. Alrighty, so I'm just going to start incorporating the dry into the wet. So we'll just slowly start mixing this and getting it incorporated. Alright. I find the pecan chocolate chip combo a really nice flavor in cookies. And our last little bit. So at this point your oven should be on 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius. Okay. Now I'm going to pour in all of our chocolate chips. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the pecans and I'm going to give them a chop. Alright, I'm just going to chop up my pecans here. I'll just bring back my bowl. And just pop the first bunch in. So we'll just get the rest of these into our mixing bowl. There we go. I'm just going to get all of these chocolate chips and the pecans just incorporated very quickly here. So that's it for this recipe. So we're going to get these onto our baking sheet and we're going to get them into the oven. So that's pretty good. There, that's great. I'm just going to clean off my beaters. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to clean up. I'll get my baking sheet ready and I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, I've got my little trusty scoop here, ice cream scoop, cookie scoop, and I'm just going to start grabbing the batter. Just move this over a little bit so you can see here. There we go. Beautiful. You just want to get a good size scoop, and I'm going to start just placing these on here. And I'm not going to flatten these out, I'm just going to get them on like that. They will flatten out. So I'll do the rest of these and I'll be back in a second. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pop these into the oven now, 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes until they're golden brown. So I'm going to do that now and I'll be back in a minute. Well, about 12 minutes. Alrighty, so my cookies have just come out of the oven. They've been out about 30 seconds. They're extremely hot, so I'm just going to let them cool down before I take them off the tray. And then what I'll do is I'll plate them up and I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see the cookies a little bit better. And that will be our final product. And these are my yummy pecan chocolate chip cookies. Yummy. So I'll be back when they're cooled. So I've got my second batch going right now, and so I've got another full tray going right now, and I still have that much batter left. So I'm just going to keep making these, and I will show you all of the cookies that this batch made. Alrighty, so here are the full batch of cookies. These are my pecan chocolate chip cookies, and there are a total of 44 lovely cookies, and they smell divine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And that's it for now, so I'll see you next time.